Salsberg and Paul Murphy. Very well. So Mark and Paul and Julie and Joe have been working very hard on these awards. We found that it's important to start recognizing all the very committed individuals and organizations for our industry. So without further ado, here you have Paul Murphy. Paul, you got the floor.
You're muted though, Paul.
Yeah, sorry about that. Always doing it. Yeah, thanks for joining, everyone. We're here today for a quick overview of the TRACCS Rail Awards. And it's an opportunity to celebrate the people, the projects, the organisations raising the bar for the Canadian rail industry. Our goal is for a broad industry participation and recognition of outstanding contributions at all levels. And then we want engagement involving from local to provincial transit agencies, dignitaries, from the Ministry of Transport, etc. We are getting those engagements already, but we'll come on to that a bit later. And the theme is the emphasis is on safety, workforce development, and community contributions. And then we have the individual recognition, which is open to the frontline and leadership staff, teams showing innovation, dedication, or impact. We'll go to the next slide. Now, all categories will have 3 recipients awards based on their merits and careful consideration from our judges. You just go down one, please. The winner, the first place, will be recognised as the standout achievements demonstrating excellence across all criteria. The second place will be highly commended, strong contender, showing significant merit and innovation and measurable impact. And then third will be commended, commendable individual project or initiative that reflects the ambition and dedication within Canadian rail industry. So whatever one you get, it really is an honour. Having had these awards myself for various companies I've worked for, I've been in all 3 positions, and it didn't matter which one we got. It demonstrated our capability as a company or an individual within the industry. Have the next slide, please. So what are the award categories? Well, we've got the Outstanding Apprenticeship Award. We have the best Graduate Award, the Safety Leadership Excellent Award, the Best Rail Innovation Award, and we know there's plenty of them out there. The Best Safety on a Rail Project Award. I know Metrolinx are trying to get some big safety initiatives across the ground at the moment, so it'd be good to see them put their hat in the ring. The Best Canadian Transit Agency. We'll be going out to the market for that one a little bit, so we'll be asking the general public which transit agency they think is the best at the moment, so that'll be an interesting one. The Project Achievement of the Year, and that's Canada-wide. So if a team thinks their project should be up for this award, then they should be putting themselves forward and telling us why. You've got the Outstanding Railway Contribution, the Safety Achievement of the Year, a great company to work for in Rail Canada. I mean, that's a good one, and that can also relate to a project as well. And environmental excellence in Canadian rail. Something we overlook a lot is the environmental impact we have and what we're doing about it. So it's good to see that if companies can demonstrate that they're actually doing something to change the way we think, that would affect our environment. The next category, please. So who should enter? Do you want to do this one, Mark?
Sure.
Sorry.
So, yeah, go ahead.
I just wanted to mention that this is an overview. All of this information will be on our website. So if you want to go a little bit high level, that would be fine too, I think.
Yeah, I'm not gonna read it out, but it is open to anyone within the industry. We welcome all and everyone, especially the transit agencies, stakeholders, supply chain, engineers, manufacturers, anyone that wants to be recognized and achieve. It could be also you could submit on behalf of another company as well, and we would highly encourage that even more. It's always nice to get recognition when other people appreciate what you're doing. Judging criteria. Um, we are obviously looking for innovative solutions that will advance our industry, promote excellence, promote safety, quality assurance, all the things that we want from an industry. Next slide. So we have the minimum requirements for entrance. We welcome your feedback should there be something that we've overlooked. Again, this is our first one. So if there are things that we've missed or we should consider, please don't hesitate to communicate that with us, and we will try and make adjustments as we go along. So oh, I'm getting all kinds of slides. It's okay. You can see the judging criteria for best new graduate. So again, I don't really want to read it over and over again. Next slide. Safety Leadership Excellent Award. This award recognizes a safety leader, such as a safety manager, director, or executive, who has demonstrated exceptional leadership in fostering a strong safety culture across Canadian rail or transportation industry. Next. Best Rail Innovation Award celebrates cutting-edge innovation that is transforming Canada's rail industry, advancing efficiency, sustainability, safety, and/or passenger experience. Winning innovations could include new products, technologies, processes, or methodologies with measurable impact on our operations, safety, cost, and/or environment. Next. Best Safety on a Rail Project Award, which recognizes outstanding safety performance on a rail-related project in Canada, honors those who go beyond compliance to embed a strong safety culture across all project phases from planning to delivery. Next. This one, we look forward to having the entrance. In fact, everyone should be entered. And my apologies to those who are French speaking. We are going to make it bilingual. We will make sure that the French are represented, or the Québécois are represented. So we want this as a nation building exercise with the focus of promoting best in industry across Canada. And so this will lead to the agency who provides great focus on modernization, accessibility upgrades, real-time communication, or safety initiatives. So we welcome all the agencies to participate. And then the Project Achievement of the Year Award, which recognizes outstanding rail infrastructure projects spanning civil works, digital systems, renewals, and electrification. Very broad, but we also expect a lot of applicants, and it should be fun to see who actually submits a bid. Next. Outstanding personal railway contribution. So it's a rail professional who has gone above and beyond their role to positively impact safety, service, and/or community, focuses on leadership, compassion, and personal excellence in action. Unfortunately, TRACCS member or TRACCS leadership cannot be part of this award, so we are looking for anyone outside of the TRACCS board who can help promote our industry and engage accordingly. Next. Safety achievement, recognizing the most impactful safety initiative delivered in the Canadian rail environment across passengers, workers, public and or environmental domains. Very broad, but we did that intentionally so that we can get as many applicants as possible. We want this to be the start of something really exciting and different, and also a way to celebrate our industry, to promote it in a positive light without reflecting on what needs to be done. It's more on the achievements that we've already been able to successfully roll out and celebrate. Next. Great company to work for in Canadian Rail. So again, these are topics that I think are broad enough for everyone to enter, but specific enough to actually be really proud of winning. Okay, next. Environmental excellence in Canadian Rail. No explanation needed. Keep going. So the event space, if anyone, so Paul or Andrea,
yes,
do you want to take
the Achievement Awards, our location will be at the Churchill Ballroom, the Chelsea Hotel, Toronto. The date and the time will be Thursday, November the 13th, so put that in your diary, 2025, and it's 12 till 2. And the reason we chose dinner time, lunchtime.
Lunch.
Sorry, I know. So, why we chose lunchtime was that everybody does it at night. We want to be totally different when everyone's got time in the day to come from work, because this is all about in the workplace, and therefore the awards will be done during that time. Now we will be there afterwards, so there'll be a lot of milling around. Anyone wants to stay, but we want to do it in work time because it becomes accessible for everybody who's downtown. Sponsorship, there's a good opportunity here for sponsorship. These incredible individuals and organisations. So the idea of sponsorship is that each award you can sponsor. So if you've got one for innovation, I'm looking at Martin. If Martin wants to sponsor innovation, then you can sponsor the innovation. You can either sponsor first, second, or third. With the first, you will go up. If you're sponsoring the first, you will go up with whoever's presenting the prize, be it the minister, be it one of the ambassadors, and you'll go up there and present the prize with them. Second and third, you'll be presented afterwards by one of the TRACCS board members. Moving on. So sponsorship for everyone, what's the cost? So if you're doing the cost one, obviously you're going to be standing next to a dignitary, i.e. one of the ministers or ambassador or someone, like Michael Linley, who's presenting the award. You'll be presenting with him, and you obviously get the awareness of this whole campaign that we're just about to undertake. And the cost of that is $5,000. The second is $4,000, and the third is $2,000. Next.
Thank you, Paul. Now I wanted to direct the audience to the information that is going to be posted on our website. It's actually going to be launched to be live after this meeting. So in about 20 minutes, 40 minutes, that's going to be ready. So I'm going to share the page. We're still making adjustments. As you can imagine, this has been a bit of a whirlwind, but we didn't want to miss this window and the opportunity to have an event in the fall. We have created a page on our website that is fully dedicated to the awards. It explains what we've discussed here, but why we're doing this, what the categories are, what the recognition structure is, and also there's going to be the descriptions for all the award categories. So the nominations will open now. We are preparing for all those 11 awards, and so we have here on our website the opportunity for you to read a summary of what this award is. And then if you are interested in completing a nomination or read more about it, you can click on one of these. So I'm going to share just one example for you. So as you click on those, it's going to take you to another tab, and it's going to show you the full description of all the award, all the details that we just shared with you, and more. And then you will also find the space for you to complete your information as the person nominating someone and the contact information from the candidate. And then below, there's going to be space for you to complete about 1,000 words, roughly page and a half, about the candidate's merit and impact. This would be what the judges will consider. And then if you are selected as a winner, we would like, of course, for you to give us a short blurb about you or your organization, whoever is being nominated, in about 50 words or less, so that we can also consider this for the award day. Now,
there was a question on the deadlines.
Okay, very well. So the deadline for the applications, for submitting these applications, is at this time we feel that we have ample time to do our work if all submissions are done before the 20th of September. So you will have time. Right now is the 16th of July, so you will have 2 months and a little bit more. We will post that date confirmed later on today on our website. So you will have access to all of this.
That could potentially change to the end of September, just to get people involved before the holiday, like past the summer holidays. So we'll try and see if we need to extend it or not.
Yeah, so we're trying as hard as we can to make this as available and flexible for you as we can. As you know, it's our very first, and so we are trying to see what best ways we can support this whole process. Lucy, you have a follow-up question?
Yes, it's about the deadline. Just a second. Okay, I'm gonna put my camera on. Do you see my camera?
No.
Okay. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's just that with the vacations going on right now until probably mid-September for most people, or most companies, it's going to be hard to all get organized on time for end of September. So I understand you have to set a deadline for the ceremony to take place in November. But I'm just saying, like, for us, it's going to be really, really tight.
Let's play it by ear. If there is more pushback on the deadline, we can make an adjustment. We're not looking for a huge amount of information either. So I think right now we're just looking for if you think there is a category in a nomination that you want to pursue, the details are not so time involving that it requires a lot of effort. I would say that we're pretty loose in terms of the details, and if we do need some clarifications, we can certainly come back to you with some questions to respond to.
All right,
based on
thank
our
you.
analysis. Yeah, it'll be a work in progress. We're going to get some of the kinks out this year, but it is a good opportunity for us to really promote our industry and really promote Canadian passenger rail services. So the more information you can provide within that time frame, the better. But just the nominations are what's key, so that we at least have a long list of people that we can consider, or agencies and companies that we can consider, categories, I should say.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. There's another question from Jacinta. I think I pronounced it correctly. I apologize if I didn't. Do you have some examples of best practices when submitting this entry? Paul, do you want to answer that?
Sorry, can I understand the question a bit more?
Do you have some examples of best practice when submitting the entry?
I have some examples of best practice. Well, yeah, when the award went in for, when we put an award in for a company I worked with before, we demonstrated that we had implemented and thought through putting a new innovation product onto the work site, which actually improved safety. In fact, it was the lights going around the machines that created an exclusion zone. And obviously we articulated that in a certain way. And then that was something that, you know, that was seen by Network Rail at the time to be, you know, a real clever innovation to keep people safe. So that's a good practice, you know, that could be put forward. If there's an individual in, you know, or a team that has actually achieved something, be it they've done so much productivity on a job without any accidents or incidents, and you know, and it was highly praised for the quality of the work, etc. There's another one. You know, you probably got loads in your company if you look around what you're doing and you don't realise that, you know, you actually not getting acknowledged for it.
Perhaps I wasn't inelegant. Sorry, Paul. What I was saying is, do you have like any dummy submissions that we can look at and see what is, what's the word I was looking for? You know, sort of the kind of standard or the kind of length, what's kind of like model answers, I suppose, thinking back to my teaching days, just so that we can see kind of what the kind of standard is and what kind of you expect to see, so that we know that we're giving the best kind of entry that we can that does us the most justice.
I think no is the answer. I think we're starting out, we don't want to really take, you know, something that someone's already done and then share it with everybody. I don't think, you know, I think once a company realizes, you know, they focus on I don't know how many categories they want to go for, you know, you'll find it quite easy to explain what it is you do and how well you do it, and what benefits it are to the industry.
Oh, thank you, Paul. I thought I'd ask anyway, just in case.
No, absolutely not. I'm sure ChatGPT would help.
As long as it's legitimate and real.
I have a way of
don't
checking.
go with Paul as
I have a way of checking. We're not going to accept ChatGPT.
Yeah, no, there is a tool you can get now, isn't there?
Yeah. So I also wanted to mention everybody that the space that we have is, of course, certainly limited. But I also wanted to mention a little bit about what the ceremony would look like and feel like for all of us. We do have only 31 tables of 10 people available. So if you can imagine 11 awards, there will be at least 11 winners and their sponsors and the second and third places. So the spots at the event are very premium. And so if you are interested in taking part of the event, we would recommend that you check your newsletters about when we open the sales for those seats at those tables. I also wanted to mention that our winners and their sponsors are going to have an opportunity to do a pre-event networking meeting somewhere in the premises of the hotel. So winning the award doesn't only give you the immense recognition and the bragging rights that come with having achieved that. It also brings you an opportunity to network closely with the people that are making this happen, and some of the dignitaries and the leaders of the industry who will be giving the awards in person as well. So it is a more complete experience than just, submitting a form and then waiting to be called. We are looking at all the ways that we can really give value to the people who and the organizations who earn the right to call themselves the winners of these categories.
Yeah, to follow up on Andrew's point, we're making it small just because it's our first one. We hope to get bigger and bigger. It is the same location as, for those who are aware of the Toronto Rail Club luncheons. It's in the same location in Toronto. Again, we as TRACCS are looking to expand across the country, providing events and engagements with the various different cities with passenger rail. And so we're always open to suggestions and comments and ways to improve. This is actually a great opportunity to put a stake in the ground and present and promote your company, your products or your services, and the agency. And so now would be a great time to actually submit a bid, because this is new. So usually the new ones are the ones that actually are aware and get to submit an application
I mean,
directly.
this is new and it is small. However, the feedback and the interest we've had off the senior leaders within our industry, within Canada, has been absolutely fantastic. People like the minister, the various rail heads, ambassadors. There's a few ambassadors want to turn up and present the awards as well. So it is going to get a lot of recognition. There's no question about that already. So it might be small, but I think doing it at the lunch was a fantastic idea, rather than dragging everyone from all over Canada at night to try and go to an event. So it is different. Also, there was a question about about can it be outside Canada? If it's an innovation, it can be. Obviously, if you're not working on a project, but if it's an innovation, it can be. You've got to be working on a project, if you understand what I'm saying. But if it's an innovation, a product being introduced into Canada, then yes, I would have thought.
Yeah, I would. We'll clear that up in writing, but I would like to see more innovation in Canada, and so I would be amicable to enabling outside Canadian firms to submit an application, and I'd like to see the innovation. I think Canada is in need of innovation. I just want to remind people that we are a nonprofit, so these are activities and engagements that we do need your support with. So if you are able to share this information with others, not your competitors, but others within the industry that are looking to seek the recognition, we really would appreciate it. This is, a huge passion of ours, and it takes a lot of effort and a lot of time, and we need everyone's involvement within the industry to make it really successful and to continue doing it. Similar to what we did for TRACCS Rail Day. If it's not for the people that are in attendance, that actually participate, that promote it for us on our behalf, none of this would happen. So if you can help us, we will try and help everyone else for recognition and engagement. Sorry, Lucy, yeah, you have your hand up.
Yes. So when I mentioned if we could submit a project that took place outside of Canada is that, I mean, that we are a Canadian company, but sometimes we do projects abroad, and we could have an interesting project regarding safety in a project in other parts of the world.
That would be great.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Even better.
Yeah, fantastic.
Okay, thanks.
Great.
Very well. So I believe we were quite quick with all the presentation, and I want to thank everybody for attending. As I said, we will be sharing more information on our webpage, and all of you who have registered for this session and all of you who visit our TRACCS.ca homepage will find the recording of today's session and the slide deck as well, so you can distribute that with your teams and consider of when and how you will be submitting your nominations.
The key is to really promote it. We really encourage organic growth. So if you do see stuff on LinkedIn, please like, share, reply, resubmit or repost. Everything counts and everything helps. So we really appreciate your time and interest in this, and I think it's going to be a really incredible game changer for our industry. It'll promote it within the government, within the agencies, and it will be recognized throughout. So I'm really encouraged and really excited about this this initiative. I think it'll be a game changer for our industry moving forward. So thank you very much, and we appreciate all your support on this.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye bye.